will train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well I thought it was funny. So sit back up, let's seize the day. With these coffee chat, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. Time is 9:16 on September 8th, 2025. And of course, that's the 9th for my friends on the other side of the planet there, my friends all over Australia. But I really want to say hello to the city with the most members of any other city in the world. I want to say hello to Melbourne. I want to say hi to everybody, actually. How's everybody doing this morning? My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started these groups. Well, I thought it was funny. That's right, groups. We've got 2 of them. And you, my friends, you are you. Well, who else would you be, right? And you are awesome. And how do I know that? These groups are awesome, and they weren't until you got here. That math is pretty easy, even for a guy like me who sucks at math. Cheers. Thanks for making us awesome, friends. You rock. So how's everybody doing today? You doing fantastic? I hope so. If anybody may have noticed, I'm not using my regular cup today. It's in the dishwasher. That's all. What's going on today? You got any plans? How was your weekend? It is Monday here. And of course, it's Tuesday for a bunch of our friends over there on the other side of the world there. You know, those folks in Australia I was just talking about, those folks in Melbourne. So what's going on today, folks? I really want to hear about your lives. Absolutely want to hear about your lives. You know, we've got a group of over 855,000 members. That's right, over 855,000 members in our community of Well, I Thought It Was Funny. Now that, as I say every day, is bigger than the population of many cities on the planet. And I like to call us, because of that, and you've probably heard this before, the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Folks, that's pretty incredible. Cheers to the funniest city on the internet. Yeah, I'm sorry, wrong cup. But cheers to us, friends, and thanks for making us incredibly funny. Now, we are the funniest city on the internet, but you know what I'd like us to be also? The friendliest city on the internet. How do we do that? We get to know each other a little bit. That's why every day I ask you specifically, you know who I'm talking to. I ask you to share a little bit about yourselves on a comment on the video. You could even send in an email to admin@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I just want to know a little bit about you. I'd love for us to sort of get to know each other a little bit more. I'm sure 855,000 people, that's pretty tough to do. But at least a few of us. I like to put a face on the group. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I tell you what I'm doing every day. And it's never anything exciting, right? And I'm going to ask you what you're doing, and I'm going to relay, you know, what one of our other members who talked to us, who sent us a message, I'm going to relay what they're doing. I want you to be part of that. I would love for you to leave a comment on this video, you know, just a little blurb, anything about yourself, your hobbies, your pets, your plants. Maybe you're proud of your yard. Maybe you've got a cool hobby. Maybe you're really proud of your city, town, or village. Maybe there's some kind of cool landmark. Almost anything I'd like to hear. If it's shareable, I'd love to share it. I'm not trying to pry. I'm not asking your address. I'm not asking social insurance numbers. Nothing like that. I would just like to know a little bit about you. If you feel comfortable sharing that, I feel comfortable sharing it to the group in one of these videos. So please, comment on today's video. Send me an email at admin@wellithoughtitwasfunny with a little bit about yourself. You can share photos. You can share videos too, but those have to be done by email. Once again, admin@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. So come on, folks. Let's hear a little bit about you. I'll tell you about my exciting life. I'll tell you what I'm doing today. You know what I'm doing today? Well, I've mentioned laundry, I think. I'm doing laundry. I got a lot of laundry to do. And what else other than that? Well, I got to fix a computer. I have a server behind me. Well, just a computer that I use for storing my movie files and stuff, music and all that. That computer's just kind of screwy, and I got to go and I got to sort of reinstall Windows, get everything set up again. That's what I'm doing. Not very exciting, but hey, you know, that's what I'm doing. Folks, what did you do over the weekend? What are you doing today? What are you doing through the week? Leave that comment on today's video. You know, Michelle Finnerty, she is one of our mods. She's also one of our most prolific posters. She commented on yesterday's video saying that she wasn't going to be doing much today. It's going to be raining, but actually the temperatures come down a bit and the overall humidity's down because, you know, she lives on the east coast of the United States and very humid when it's hot in summer and that. So she's going to enjoy the you know, sort of the cooler temperatures, less humidity. And she did share a fantastic picture that she took a couple of weeks ago, actually. Now, in the eastern part of northeastern part of North America, I don't know about south, I have no idea. This year was a big year for cicadas. Cicadas are it's an insect, a type of insect, and they have a kind of a cool life cycle. Now, in many areas, cicadas have a long life where they spend most of it under the ground and they emerge after a certain amount of years. Now, I believe this was a 17-year emergence. That means 17 years ago, these bugs burrowed into the ground. 17 years later, they've come up, they climbed up the trees, and they're up there and they're making their incredible trilling noise. This was earlier in the summer. That's pretty much done right now, actually. But Michelle managed to get a cool photo of one that had recently just, I guess, molted. So let me bring that up right here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry about that. Bring that up right here. Take a look at that. Now, on the right-hand side, that's the cicada after the molt. On the left-hand side, that's just basically a shell. They kind of, when they grow, they split their shell, and they come out of it like crustaceans, like a lot of different animals that have a exoskeleton. So thank you for that awesome photo, Michelle. I love it. And, you know, sure, it's an ugly bug for a lot of people, but it's a very interesting bug. And it's a cool picture. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Michelle sends in a lot of great photos, actually. And I want to see your photos, too. Come on. Let's see what you've got to share, folks. Now, so thanks for listening to that little bit. And once again, I'm going to say it again. Please, I want to hear about you. I want to hear about you, your life, your hobbies, all that kind of stuff. Comment on today's video, but at the very least, stop right now, whatever you're doing, and just click the like button, you know, the thumbs up button, the happy face, the sad face, any one of those. It'll let me know you're watching. I was going to do another News of the Weird today like I did yesterday. I'm going to hold that off until Wednesday because I can't get my brain around talking. I tried about 8 or 9 times to record a News of the Weird segment today. It's just not working out. We're going to try to do it on Wednesday. I got some funny stuff there. But you know what I am going to do is I'm going to feature 3 great posts from 3 great members of the group, just like you, my friends. First one's going to be from Bill Williams. Second one's going to be from Lizzy Grin, and we're going to talk about that one. And then the third one is from Olscewski. Folks, these are great posts from great folks, and they made me laugh, and that's why they're being featured here. That's how you'll get your posts featured. You got to share them. You got to make me laugh. If you think it's really funny, maybe tag me in it. I don't want a bunch of that happening because I get a lot of notifications as it is anyways, but yeah, try it. Let's see what happens. But anyways, let's bring up today's featured post. Once again, the first one here is going to be from Mr. Bill Williams. Sorry about the yelling. All right, shut up and let you read that there. It's made me laugh. I don't have an issue where my wife thinks my head's up my ass. I'm the one who thinks my head's up my ass. All right. You got that? You read it, folks? I hope it made you laugh. It made me laugh. Next one is from Lizzy Grin. Now, this is from about like 4 or 5 days ago, I think. And it's just a joke that's very literal. That's all, right? Now, in the comments to this post, the flat earthers came out. I'm pretty tolerant of a lot of different beliefs, my friends. I really am. I'm sorry. There's one group I'm going to be prejudicial against. And if you're one of them, I'm not really sorry. Flat earthers, you've made a conscious decision to follow the dumbest conspiracy theory out there. So I'm going to make fun of you if you pop up. I'm sorry. I don't make fun of people normally, but flat earthers, I'm not putting up with that stupidity. I'm sorry. And if you are a flat earther, I'd love you to just leave a comment. I would absolutely love it. I'm going to reply. I promise you. I know this is a place about being funny. This is funny, but choosing intentional stupidity is not funny, my friends. Not the post, the flat earther comments. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I do find this post really funny. I really do, and I'm not taking it down because some intentionally dumb flat earther doesn't like it. And I'm also gonna remove your comments too. Thanks. Lizzy, thank you very much. You know I found this one funny, and I'm not angry or anything. I'm just letting people know that if you know when stupidity comes out of the woodwork, you gotta sometimes point it out. So, anyways, all right, got a little serious about something funny, and that's not my intention. Now the next one from Olscewski. If you grew up in the 70s and the 80s and you went to McDonald's and you had apple pies, you know darn well that this is absolutely freaking true. Now, they used to be deep fried. That's why they were so hot, and that's why I had this beautiful, crispy... I'm talking about the apple pies at McDonald's, of course. That's why they're beautiful, crispy outside, too. But, yeah, they were so hot, so hot. And it's obviously a liability issue is why they stopped doing it this way. But I would love to get a raw one and just deep fry it myself. Oh, my gosh, I would love to do that just to recreate that because they were so good. And yes, dangerously hot. Thank you, Sue. It was probably as hot as, well, maybe not as hot as the planet Mercury, but hey, when it's in your mouth. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Lizzy, and thank you, Bill. And folks, thank you to all of you. Thank you to every one of you that posts to the group, every one of you that comments on a post, except for those flat earthers, every one of you that shares a post. It's why we have 855,000 amazing people here. It's because you've made it funny. Not me. You've made it funny, and you've made the groups, the community, the funniest city on the internet. Thank you for doing that, my friends. You know where we are? We're at that part of the video where I yell, "It's time for the bad jokes!" I was gonna tell you a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it. I've got an inferiority complex, but it's not a very good one. After an unsuccessful harvest, why did the farmer decide to try a career in music? Because he had a ton of sick beats. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet today. It was clogged. This morning Siri said to me, "Don't call me Shirley." That's when I realized I left my phone in airplane mode. I hope at least one or two of those jokes made you laugh, because that's the whole point of telling the jokes, right? Sure, we call the segment bad jokes, but every once in a while a few funny ones get through. Hopefully that happened today, and hopefully they made you laugh. You know, I have someone to thank for some of my jokes today. I have to thank my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, for sending me the first two jokes. That's the construction joke and the inferiority complex jokes. A joke. Now, I believe I may have told both of those jokes at some time in the past, but part of telling dad jokes is repeating your jokes occasionally. And as I said before, I think my delivery may have gotten a little bit better since when I first started telling these jokes. So if I repeat the odd joke or two, I'm not too upset. Plus, I thought those jokes are pretty funny. So hey, you heard them. You heard them today, and you may have heard them in the past, but thank you very much to my beautiful, wonderful wife for those jokes. Now, she did find them in a video from Duck Blind Dad Jokes. It was video number 140, and she had sent that to me, so I just want to also, give credit to those guys. You guys are hilarious, and I watch your videos all the time, so any of you guys know that I exist at all, I would love you left a comment on today's video, but it doesn't really matter, just letting people know that these guys are funny. And thank you very much to my beautiful, wonderful wife for sending them to me. Now, the last three jokes, these are old jokes that I've heard, just out there in life. So I'm just going to thank joke tellers from the beginning of spoken language. Thank you for telling jokes and making people laugh. And that's, those last three jokes are ones that I found out there. Folks, I want to tell your jokes too. I'd love to be sitting here and thanking you for your jokes. All you got to do is send your joke or jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I use your jokes, you better believe I'm going to thank you. I don't like stealing jokes because I don't like having my jokes stolen, right? So send me your jokes and I'll be thanking you for telling them right in this portion of the video. And if you want to do something really neat, Why don't you record yourself telling one of those jokes? Audio or video, on your phone, on a webcam. Heck, you could send in a cassette. That's right, you could send in a cassette or even a VHS cassette, you know, and I would make sure that we got that up there, and I think it would be awesome. I double dare you to send an audio cassette or a video cassette of you telling a joke. My God, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you, like I said. That would make my freaking day. Now, of course, you would need my address. If you decide you're going to do that, just comment on one of these videos and, you know, or DM me on the group or whatever, Lee Kempster, and we'll make that happen. I think that would be neat. Anyways, send your jokes or video or audio of you telling jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I'm going to ask you to do a couple favors, easy ones. I want you to try and make somebody laugh today, you know, assuming it's an appropriate time. Try to make somebody laugh. And my second favor, there's somebody else that deserves to laugh, and that is you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be laughing. If you haven't laughed already, hunt down something that's funny. Just try and find it. Find something that makes you laugh. And then once that's happened, I want you to tell me about it. Comment on today's video. Let me know what made you laugh. If you can share it to the group, fantastic. Share it to the group. Tag me in it. If it's already on the group, why don't you comment on it and tag me in it? You know, say, Lee, this is what made me laugh, or whatever it might be. If it's something you found out there in the world and you can share it, tag me in it. If it's a situation that you found funny, why don't you leave a comment on today's video? Tag me in it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Heck, it might be my featured post tomorrow if it's a post. I want to know what makes you laugh, but more importantly, I want to know that you're laughing, my friends. We've created these groups to make people laugh. You're making people laugh, and you deserve to laugh. You know what? I'm just going to play the commercial. It's a great store. I really, really could use some income, folks. I know I say it like that, but it's not about the money, though. It's about the funny. But we do have some great products in our stores. In our store, some fantastic products. I would love if you folks represented wearing one of our shirts or our hoodie, or maybe our slapping that sticker that we have there somewhere. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna play the video. We're gonna come right back. All right, folks, really quick. We have a great store where we've got these fantastic coffee cups. We've got hoodies. We got shirts. Heck, we got shirts. Look at this. We got shirts. This is my 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, like they call it. Why do I call it that? Because it reminds me of concert shirts that I used to get when I go to concerts. I still get them. I still go to concerts. That's what this reminds me of. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got a regular t-shirt. I'm going to bring that up right now. You can see all three of them right there, my friends. They look great. They're great quality, and they're going to look good on you because you're already a gorgeous looking person. Gorgeous looking person. Great design. Wow. Unstoppable. Told you I got a coffee cup. I also got a 25-ounce to-go cup. Really good quality cup. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and look good and represent the group at the same time. What else do I have? Oh my gosh, my friends, you're not going to believe this. I got a tote bag. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot. I got this great tote bag. That's Rose Glad there with her tote bag saying not only is it good for groceries, it's good for books. And as you can see right there, it's great for hauling around your rubber chickens. Thank you, Rose. That rocks, and you rock, Rose. Folks, check out our store. We got a lot of cool stuff there, and I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. And if you buy one of our shirts or our hoodie or one of those coffee cups, or we have a phone case, we've got stickers. Let's see how you represent, my friends. So visit the store at store.wellithoughtitwas.com. Now, I know you had to take a couple of minutes to go peruse the store and everything, but I'm glad you're back. Folks, I hate running those commercials, but I do stand behind the product. They are fantastic, and at the same time, I really could use some income. Some extra income. Folks, let's not talk about money. Let's talk about funny. Let's talk about you. And when I say funny, I mean the good kind of funny, not that funny. You're hilarious. How do I know you're hilarious? This community of ours, well, I thought it was funny. You know, this 855,000 member funniest city on the internet is only that because you've made it funny. It's the posts that you share. It's those funny comments that you make, and it's spreading the news about the group. When you share one of our posts to your Facebook feed, that spreads the news about the group. That's why this group is huge. It's because you've made it hilarious and you spread the word. Maybe you didn't know you were spreading the word, but you did. I never expected anything like this. I never expected this community to take off like it did, but it did. And it did because of you, not because of me. I put the framework in place, and sure, I share a few funny things here and there. But you folks have just taken it and you ran with it, and you've created this, and once again, I keep saying it, the funniest city on the internet. Well, folks, I am so proud of that, and I am so happy, and I'm so happy because of you. Thank you so very much for being amazing and making us amazing. Friends, we're going to have another video on Wednesday, but I am here all the time. You can always find me here. Comment one of these videos if you need to. If it's really important, you could probably DM me. And I want to know about your days, my friends. I want you to comment on the video. I really do. I want to tell your jokes. I really do. I want you to send your jokes to jokes at wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And I want you to tell your jokes, and I want you to send videos and audio of you telling those jokes to jokes at wellithoughitwasfunny.com. But you know what I really want you to do? I want you to keep laughing and have an amazing day, my friends. That's what I want. We're going to see you again real soon. All love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.